Good afternoon, folks. I am, as usual, heading home from work, doing a little commute, and today I'm trying something different. As you can see, the camera's shaking away. Sorry, I've got Siri talking in my ear because somebody sent a WhatsApp. You can see I've got the Ace Pro mounted, which I thought for kind of short vlog videos and things, I don't really need to use a 360 camera with 8K and all that sort of thing. I don't need to worry too much about different angles. I just really need a different perspective, so I can feel sometimes like I'm talking to you. So I'll try the Ace Pro to see what it looks like. I'm fairly sure it'll probably offer better image quality because all the light image is hitting the full sensor square on. Whereas the 360 camera operates, there's no point in getting into mega detail because it's going to bore you shitless. But I thought I'd give it a bash, see what it comes out like as an alternative to just having the 360 camera sitting there. And then of course with 360 camera, have to put it in to either Insta360 Studio and render all the footage and angles, or, you know, what's up with this guy? Kind of thinking I'm maybe a bit late now, but I should have stopped there to see if he's alright. Damn. No, he's back on. We're fine. Every time I try and start this video I get sidetracked by concentrating on other things going on around me. Yeah, I don't want to be coming off, so I'm going to cross the hazard warning lines. I'm going to cross the line dividers, and I'm going to go up behind the big truck. Right, where was I? Aye, so we've talked about the camera briefly, but the other day, Thursday last week, when it was absolutely bouncing off the ground with rain, I posted a video, and it was titled 52 and broke and mental health issues and all that. First of all, I want to say thank you for the amazing and overwhelming support I've had from people. It's absolutely incredible, and it's, you know, it's humbling. But I'm okay. It's just that despite me, you know, living my life, trying to make the most of my life and having Charlotte, which is amazing, incredible. I mean, I still see things will crop up on Facebook, like memories and stuff, and it's incredibly sad. It's still difficult. It's still difficult at times to accept. Everything is still raw. A year down the line, it's, you know, it's just that I have chosen to embrace an opportunity in life and live it. And coming up to our anniversary on Saturday is, yeah, it's hard, and yeah, I suppose the reality of it doesn't matter how long time passes, you're always going to look at these things and be hit with a sudden real facts that she's no longer here. I do apologise when I'm concentrating. Sometimes I mumble a lot of shite, but it's because I'm concentrating on the road rather than so much of what I'm saying. But anyway, the point of the matter is that I'm doing fine. I've had a lot of concern coming back. My mental health, you know, is not in its best shape. It's conflicted. I still struggle, but I've got help from my family, from Charlotte, and, you know, a couple of people can express concern that Charlotte was an excuse to mask her grief. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Charlotte and I were almost an item back in 2005, and for whatever reasons happened then, it's very complex, that we both went our separate ways, and she ended up moving away to another country, and life moved on. We lost contact, we didn't speak, and then goodness knows why, but she sent me that message last year and she became my confidant for months before deciding to pop over in November last year to see me. She was worried about me. I was in a bad place, but some people have suggested that that she's there to just mask my grief, but that's not the case. It is possible to grieve for someone. It is possible to miss someone and learn to love again. So unless you've done it, but thank you for the concern. I do really appreciate it. As I say, it's humbling. How people have been, their support, people that have never met me in their life, still take the time to comment and come on and tell their story, so you're wonderful. But I really wanted to come on here and say I'm actually doing okay, despite being a bit pissed off for life. And the whole broke thing, could probably have worded that a bit different. So what I mean by that is getting to my age, when I pull out to overtake and the car accelerates, I'll just pull back in again. There's no lane discipline. So the car in front of me sat in the middle lane. Look, no reason at all. Anyway, yeah, it's the whole when stuck renting a property now, when I've got people, friends my age that are almost mortgage free, getting to that stage in their life where they don't have to worry about that, and I'm paying massive rent payments and all that kind of stuff. But ultimately I've got a roof over my head. I've got this wonderful bike. I love this. I've had this for years. It's 9 years old now and I still love it. But I mean, to buy this new, this is the SE or LE model, to buy this new would cost about 25 grand. It's a lot of bike, and this is the full top of the range one with the central lock-in and the radio and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very lucky to have it. I know that. I'm very lucky to have Charlotte. Charlotte gave up so much to come over here. She gave up her business, her home, everything, and came over here, and she's having to start again. So it's the whole probably thought of having to start again at 52 years old. Oh, it's like, not again, it started again with Sarah in 2014. So 10 wonderful years, a beautiful marriage, but maybe only 5.5 of them were pure happiness, 4.5 of them were pure worry, because she started to exhibit symptoms of being unwell in 2019. In fact, I was looking at the GP, independent GP report that my solicitor had done yesterday, and actually it says in the report summary that she first attended a GP in January 2019 with abdominal pain, and obviously in the coming years, 2020, 2021, things started to go downhill, and she slowly but surely kind of went down the way. Then they discovered a large abdominal mass which was in her ovary, and they just put that down to being a cyst, but then discovered that that abdominal mass was actually metastatic gastric cancer which had spread. Anyway, you know all that story. But the point being is, of the 10 years marriage I had to Sarah, 5.5 years were wonderful and worry free, 4.5 years were full of worry and fear. Maybe not initially, so probably an exaggeration. 3.5 years, 4 years at least, because things didn't get better. and she just kept gradually but very slowly at the start declining in health. Naturally, paranoia starts to kick in, and I spend my life with this wonderful woman, paranoid about what's wrong with her. Of course, the worst thing you can do is Google these things, because everything says stomach cancer. So yeah, starting again, 2014, having 10 great married years of marriage, but with 4 years of terrible worry and trauma, to have to start again in 2025. It's hard work, folks, it really is. But Charlotte, again, she was in my life before, and for some unknown reason she was put in my path again, and here we are. She's now been here for a couple of months. So I just wanted to say that, you know, I appreciate all the comments and concern, but I'm doing okay, and my life with Charlotte is not a mask for grief or just a way to survive grief. Anything but. It is a very, very special bond that we shared before Sarah even came along into my life. So I get that despite being a miserable arsehole at times, that I am also very lucky in a lot of ways, which, coming from someone that lost their wife a year ago after 4 years, like I said, of hell and worry, to say I'm lucky now is ridiculous. Maybe fortunate's a better way to put it. But I am very lucky that Charlotte just, for some reason, came back into my life. What made her come back into my life, I don't know. She doesn't know. She just said that she was thinking about me, and at that time she just decided to send me a message. And obviously I was like, wow, hello, you're a stranger, I've not spoke to you in forever. By the way, my wife's just died, and naturally she was absolutely gobsmacked and a bit kind of taken aback, and took her a wee while to sort of adjust herself and figure out how to, you know, start up a conversation with me. And then she became that person that listened and guided and helped me through everything. So it's funny how life works out, isn't it? So yeah, I might be 52, starting again, and having no real money to do so. I don't have an abundance of cash to do things, which is crap, but you know, that's life. Charlotte's got to re-establish herself over here as well. She's got to re-establish herself financially. So yeah, there's a lot to be dealt with. But as I said, I do count myself as a very fortunate individual to be able to be here right now, talking to you on my motorbike. Yeah, I'm fed, watered, I've got a job. There you go. That's my thoughts for this Wednesday. I may or may not do a wee video on Saturday. I don't know how I feel about that, but I will be scattering. I've got 4 little bottles of ashes left, and I'm going to be scattering one of them up in Glencoe on Saturday. And then I'm going to do what Sarah would have wanted me to do. I'm going to watch my team play Rangers on Saturday afternoon, and then we'll be home. I'm going to get a beer. I'm going to crack open a beer at 6 o'clock, and I'm going to light a candle for Sarah to commemorate her wonderful, beautiful life, and that's it. So there you go. That's my thoughts. I hope you have a lovely day. It's really nice out here. If you're wondering why I'm going a different way home, I'm actually going to a friend's house because I'm going to sort a wee thing first. I'm the tech support for a lot of people. So we have a wee tech issue, so I said I'll nip by on the way home from work, fix a little tech issue, and then I'm going home to Charlotte, who is currently at Morrison's buying food. But yeah, I just need you to know how much I appreciate y'all. It's wonderful. And as I said, we'll be lighting candles at 6 o'clock on Saturday. My family will be doing the same, and Sarah's family will also be lighting candles, which is lovely. So all together, from Sheffield and Doncaster up to Glasgow, Paisley, there'll be candles being lit in Sarah's name, which is absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to let mine burn out, and that will represent that time. So that's it, folks. Until Saturday or whenever, I'll catch up with you later. Take care of yourselves. And don't forget to remind the people that you love that you actually do love them. Give them a hug. Honestly, you just never know. Catch you later. Take care. Bye bye.